So guys, welcome back to Star City Talks. Today, the guy, the friend, the brother that joins me is Champion D.I. You guys all know Champion D.I. He's been doing his bit for a minute now. Bro, welcome.
Welcome, bro.
Thank you for joining me today, bruv.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, man.
You and I have known each other for a minute now, bruv.
Yeah.
For like a long time.
Yeah.
And when I first met you, if I can just kind of describe to our audience how you and I came to be.
Yeah.
My experience was, I think you called.
Yeah.
You called me because obviously we got the studio here. You called me up and you were just after a recording session.
Yeah.
And then you came in, and obviously, you know, at the time I deal with a lot of calls. So who you were, I didn't know anything about you.
But you remember
cool.
this?
I remember it.
You remember this?
You sounded cool.
Okay,
you sounded like you knew what you were talking about, but we were yet to see, right?
Yeah.
So you come in, and I actually can't tell you what the first song was, but the one that because there might have been one or two, but I know over the first couple of sessions, there was a song with a saxophone.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And just the way you came and did what you were doing, bruv, was so, like, not only unique, it was powerful, it was real, it was authentic. It's like you connected not only with me, with the song, with the music, and you were rapping and singing.
Yeah.
It was like, I did both. So like your versatility to cross both of those things are just amazing. I was like, this guy is like because obviously you'd come over from Wellington as well, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're in Sutton, you come over from Wellington. I was like, this guy is like a gem. He's like undiscovered, like a total gem. This talent doesn't come across every day. Bro, I wish I was just gassing.
I appreciate you, bro. I
wish
appreciate
I was gassing, but honestly.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
I hold
you,
you in such high regard as an artist, as a person as well.
Thank you,
and we'll get into some of that as well, because we'll speak about
for sure
some of the things that you're into. But that's where I first met you. You were obviously on the artist track at the time, essentially, and obviously throughout your career, that's kind of come and gone. You've changed that, well, added to that, mate, is probably the best way to say it, because you've added to your artistry. But you know, if you can talk me through kind of the early days and how you got into this whole thing, bro, because we'll get into where you've gone. But where, you know, how have you come about as a kid from Wellington, just doing his thing, and somehow you've got a mad talent.
Thank you,
and the confidence
brother.
to explore it as well.
Thank you, brother. No, that's a really nice introduction, bro. And it was nice that you remember the moment, because I remember it so clearly, bro. Like you said, from calling up, because that was when I was 23. I was 23 years old, bro. 34 now.
That's how long it's been, bro.
Yeah. And with one of my best friends, he's my manager as well. He, at the time, bro, he was just a car salesman. I was doing my window cleaning and whatnot. And we both had this dream, bro, of just thinking, okay, like, we want to be in the music industry. You were just seeing so many people like Crypto Conan. Everyone was bringing out the music with like high quality videos and shit with drones. Can I swear?
Of course, bro.
Yeah, with drones and stuff like that. So we thought, no, do you know what? It's time, because I've always done music, bro. I've always been into my music, like, from young. I know it's such a cliche, like, everyone's like, oh yeah, from 5 years old, but
I don't know if it is with you though.
Yeah,
and I say that because I feel like when you say that, you were actually listening to very like a lot of music, bro. Yeah. Right? Not just, you weren't just listening to the radio. I feel like you were actually like educated.
Yeah, bro. When I look back, I realised how much I was, because it never kind of felt like that growing up. It felt just normal. So it was like, for example, my dad had his fingers in a lot of different pies, like in show business, in like the music industry, putting on shows, like PR, stuff like that. And like, he would have connections, like he'd have random things, bro. We would have like our second name on like a turnstile at Crystal Palace's stadium, because my dad had like a nightclub like in part of the stadium.
Wow.
Before I was born, like one of them ones back in the 80s. So it was random stuff that he used to do and like put on shows for like Prodigy, just random stuff. So I used to hear about that, always see the merch around the house and stuff. Like it was just normal. My older brother, he was like a vinyl DJ in it, and he was sick. Like he used to do his thing, bro. Like if he was in this day and age, he would have, because he had the persona, he had the talent. Like he would flip the vinyls, bro. He'd go back and forth between vinyls, pinpoint the needle, spin it. Like he was sick. Like, and he was really doing his thing, but it was a time of no social media and that, and when he kind of stopped it to focus on building his business, I had the same dream where I was like, yeah, bro, I'm doing this thing. Like, I'm not stopping ever.
Where did you find your voice in that, though? Do you know what I mean? Because you didn't become a DJ.
No. It was just more about, like, my brother's friends would come round and he'd have the microphone out and they'd be all, yeah, hi, by the words, 1, 2, 2, A, B, C, D, one of them ones. So, and then, yeah, he'd have, like, you know, white label vinyls, so it would be like songs that he'd be playing that came out years later on the radio, but he would have it early. So his sets and stuff, people used to always talk about it, like, ahead to me,
time,
like,
really.
Yeah, people back in the day used to always say to me, like, on the estate and shit, like, oh, your brother fucking done a sick set last night, because I could never go to him. I'm 10 years younger, innit? But yeah, he was a major part of me being around it and seeing, like, when you're standing in the room and just barring, innit? Over random beats. Like, I remember, because he saved up for his decks and stuff like that, so I was always around it, with my brother and my dad. And my mum was, like, also majorly influential, because like, low-key, my mum can sing a bit, like, but she would never say, like, she can. But a lot of the old school, bro, like, they can hold a note. Like, my mum can low-key sing. Like, she would never take herself serious as a singer. But the music she was playing, like, from Louis Armstrong to, like, America and fucking Joe and just like the variations of R&B and that old school, like, 1950s tracks, and I loved it when I was a child. So I loved those type of melodies and that type of that feeling. There's a different feeling with real music.
Absolutely,
there's a different feeling in it. Like,
it's funny because, you know, the reason why I mentioned that saxophone song is because you are like, you come in and you bar. Let's make no mistake about that, bruv. You are a rapper through and through. But yet you are also like a singer, bruv, because you're soulful and you know not only how to carry a note, but you know how to sing, and whether that's mum's influence, the obviously natural voice that you've got going on. It's like, but then the additional layer to that is the music that you were at the time choosing to record on top of was very jazzy, very, do you know what I mean? There was a lot of musicality going on.
Thank you,
and it was always so like, this is a lot of different worlds, like, clashing in D.I. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, do you know what? Honestly, what's so nice? The fact that I'm able to hear someone that was there from the early days, because there's been a lot of recent times that I've explained this in short terms to the new people that I'm around. They won't ever understand, like, what I've truly come from in it. Like, exactly this, where that soulful rap, I was very vulnerable. I wanted to talk about how my day was going and where I've messed up and where I can do better, but I'd start again tomorrow. I had, like, a relatability.
Absolutely.
That's what I kind of wanted to get across, like, complete honest and vulnerable. Like, so even the soulful melodies and stuff, I just do naturally, where I can, bro, I would listen to stuff when I was writing and I'll just be, it sounds crazy. Like, a lot of artists will understand, some won't, and some people won't understand, but I used to, like, I would cry in it. Like, I would listen to something and I know before I've wrote this, how much I'm gonna like purge and spill out, like, and I used to but not cry like you know what I mean? It was more of like fucking no, bro,
pulling some notes.
Absolute, this passion, like, that's how I felt, bro. So when I was writing that shit, and obviously you fast forward to now, and a lot of stuff's changed, bro. Like,
well, yes, but then look, let's also deal with it
because I'm still go on with it.
You have taken, so look, you've come in and raw talent. You've got a nice, without knowing it, musical background, education going on. You're a young man. You're now recording. Essentially, you're putting it together as you go as well, because you're going, right, I like that, but that's not quite me, and I like that, but that's also not quite me, and but that sounds cool, and that's a bit more me, and you're pulling it all together, and you've got you now, and then, but you've also then, in doing that, you've acquired a very, very good skill set.
Yeah.
Which has then enabled you to go, okay, I don't have to now just write what I love or what I want to hear at all times.
Yeah.
You've now gone, okay, my skill set is capable of writing to what other people enjoy, and also what other people are claiming as popular or hip hop or R&B or jazz or whatever. You're able to do and replicate that as well, and that then kicks in and serves you in a different way entirely.
Yeah. I've been lucky enough to kind of navigate myself around other genres, like, because I do, like I said, that it was more on the soulful side of things, R&B and everything when I was growing up, but also with the garage drum and bass from my brother, the DJ, but then that's why I knew how to approach drum and bass. It just never was what I was doing growing up. I was on grime.
For sure, yeah.
I was on grime. Like when I'm in my teens, I was on grime. The man was on grime.
And was on grime.
So everyone was chilling. You're doing your bars on 140. Like back then on the estate and shit, we were chilling with like Swindle. If you know Swindle, Swindle. He's a legend in the game, bro. And he's done so well. He's from the ends, bro. And that was before all the social media. Everyone's chilling. He was producing for the man them, and crazy ahead of its time. Like the bounce and everything he was creating in grime.
Yeah.
The man them from the estate, like,
because he's a musician, man.
Bro, it was insane.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Insane.
He's a trained musician.
Crazy, insane, crazy. And a good dude, a really good dude.
I mean, another one.
A really good dude, bro.
And another one.
Yeah, good soul. But he was producing for the man them so ahead of its time. Like, it wasn't producing for me. It was the older man them on the estate where, bro, there was a lot of talent on my estate. That if it was in this day and age, and we were young in this day and age, the man would have blown. Like Jim Gotti, from Round Shore. Honestly, bro,
Jim's got some bits.
He was ahead of his time with his flow and syllables and concepts and everything like this. And I grew up around that, bro. And from that, it kind of just, like I say, I went to Brit school. I got in for rapping. I got in for I was the first one to get in for rapping. This is what they told me. So I was like, cool. And because I didn't think I was going to get in, it was more of a thing that my dad suggested it, and I was like, look, you go there, bro. People are insane, like playing guitar, singing, they're producing, they know how to work their way around the computer and whatnot.
And kids as well,
bro, you know crazy. And I've always kind of just gone off vibes, bro. Like for me, I'm a creative at heart. It's vibes. Some of this stuff you can't force, you can't teach, and that's kind of which led me to leave the Brit school. But I get to that. It was kind of, what I will say, what was very motivating for me is my year in Brit school is crazy. Like today, It's crazy. So many people in the industry doing well, bro.
You know what? Same for my year, bro.
Yeah.
A few. Like,
oh shit! Yeah. You went Brits. Yeah. I forgot that. Yeah, it's so crazy.
But a few are like they're around the top, bruv. They could have. Alumni is strong at the Brit, bruv.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And I didn't want to be part. Like whether it's egotistical or whatever. Like sometimes that's good. I didn't want to be the one that was like gonna be looking like be the one following everyone from my year and thinking, oh look, I could have done that, where I'm just working. Look, shouts to whoever ended up in a normal job and doing whatever they do, bro. I still have to do my thing.
Look, let's be real as well though. At 14 to I think 18, the cutoff is really, you don't know what you're going to do for the rest of your life. And bro. So it's an avenue you tried. Also, it's very competitive. You don't just find work at 18 in the industry necessarily. So there are a lot of people that just, you know what, and we've discussed this as well, like the reality of today is that you need sustainable, and not all industry careers are that. You know, and there are many that are, but
bro,
there's many that aren't.
How many people have changed, bro, that are happy, that are genuinely, where I think, gosh, you're like a crazy musician, but they're doing really well at a job completely outside of the music industry.
That's what I'm saying. And this is the irony. It's like, it's one thing to be talented, great, awesome, but broke. Do you see what I'm saying? You're not happy. Like there's like,
that's crazy.
And that's the balance. You've got to decide, as talented as I might be, there's also a reality to how much income I'm able to make now. Now, there's always future investments, as we've discussed, in terms of what you put your time into now may yield results years down the line. But there's also like, right, I've also got to be responsible for making sure I've got money.
100%.
Because otherwise I can be the talented guy, but guess what? I'm not going on holiday this year.
Bro.
I'm not really getting out of the house much this year. Do you see what I'm saying?
When we were laughing, saying about how much you can't just live unless you're the top 0.5% with your streaming. You can't live off it, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, literally. You can't. I make my little thing from supporting, you know, I'm so grateful for the position that I'm in, supporting Izzy Cross. You know, it's been incredible, bro. Everywhere I've been, like, I'm so grateful for it, for the position that I've been, to be able to go to all these different places and perform. But I wanna actually talk about Izzy. I also want to talk about Kenny. Yeah, man. But before we talk about Kenny, let's talk about Kenny first, if we can, because then I want to chronologically jump into Izzy. Exactly. I feel you. Sorry, bro.
Talk to me about Kenny. Kenny D. The legend.
Yes. Yeah.
You and Kenny. Yeah. That combination there, Dr. Dre and Eminem. If I may. Yeah, bro. It's like the power of multiplication at this point in time became something else. You were not adding to each other's talent. No. You were multiplying each other's talent.
Yeah, bro. Like it's crazy again how stuff's meant to be. Like I've known Kenny since I was 10 years old. Yeah, saw him around before that, because again, when you grow up on a council estate, you know faces, innit? Like, you see a face that you know, and then you don't realise one day there might always be a moment that you might chill with that person. There's so many random people that I'm not friends with today that I was chilling with at some point around the estate. Yeah, you have all different times, but anyway, I would always see Kenny about, and it was the man them, innit? Like you start going to different things on the estate. They had like the youth club where the studio was, where they done like this local radio station. So bro, from 10, 11 years old, we were there, bro. Mad. And then he got into producing, again, learning some basics off one of the older man them who was producing. And honestly, bro, it's been a blessing, because he knows exactly what I want, like what tempo, what I like the frequency, the melody, the vibe.
I've seen you guys
it's
work,
just man. It's my right hand, bro. Literally. And even if I don't know the terminology, I'd just say to him, "Oh, bro, can you know that?" And he'd be like, yeah. And he just knows,
he
bro.
He just knows.
I can't, like, my right hand, bro. There's a lot of times I wouldn't I wouldn't have been able to do this shit without Kenny, bro. I wouldn't have been able to do it without Kenny.
Kenny's a real one, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
And it's a lot of the time it's because, you know, he knows how to engineer, mix down, everything. Yeah.
Very talented.
And humble as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, just
lovely guy.
chill. Yeah, good soul.
Lovely, brother.
And it's... just meant for me, bro, because to have grown up with him and then both blossom at the same time, like where we both kind of got our publishing deals, we got our same management, and we're in the industry, bro. Like every time we share writing credits together and shit, bro, like always in different sessions. So it's crazy because he's one of my man them. It's not just someone that you've met in the industry that you're close to, and I've got plenty of them.
Of course,
because you travel around hotels and that, you create moments with people that.
Bruv.
But he's genuinely my brother, like his family, like
literally,
you know.
And the way you guys work, the synergy there is just,
bro. I'm so lucky that the universe sent me that shit,
it is,
bro.
like, the thing is though, is that you are right to a certain extent. Is that relationship doesn't come around very often. I know a lot of artists now, even to this day, that have been in this game for as long as you, who still haven't found that.
No, or even if they do have their friend where he's not industry standard, bro. Like Kenny, you know, he does this thing, bro, and he happens to have grown up on the road next to me on my estate, and we met at 10 years old, bro. Like it's been mad. You know, it's 24 years of knowing that,
that's a long time, bro. So let's go into, let's divert, let's keep Kenny's around. Joe's obviously been a part of this for a while as well. Let's talk about that and your publishing and how that's come about and what that led to for you. Because that's a big deal, bro. We were all very happy when that come about. It felt like a long time coming.
Yeah, bro. That was.
Do you know what I'm saying? That was a very cool. This makes sense.
Yeah, it came at a good time, bro. Basically, Joe, again, just one of the man them, but always kind of known his face around the area from when we were in high school, but we met through a mutual best friend of ours, properly. And again, bro, from like 19, 20 years old, he was saying to me, oh, like, yeah, good to meet you, bro. I've listened to all like your stuff. You're sick, like, because we used to send round on the Bluetooth on the phone on the Sony Ericsson back in school, all the bars and stuff.
And it hit Joe.
Bro, because we were around the area, Carshalton Boys, Stanley Park, everything like that. Everyone was sending around our music and it, and you just do when you're in high school. Again, bro, with social media, look how many people that come out now that you think, let me check his page out or her page out, and they've got 15,000 followers. I don't even know who they are, and they've got a nice little foundation and they're on their way. Bro, a lot of the time it is because of the day and age. Obviously, there's a lot of sick talent out there, but the day and age that they're in, the climate with the social media, I think, God, if we had that, bro, where I was in high school, that's already...
Well, if you're saying Bluetooth,
that's already,
was TikTok?
Yeah.
You see how that
it was MySpace,
now?
Bro.
And that's because MySpace, those things didn't provide the algorithm.
No, bro.
Yeah, the part which sends it to your people that listen to it, that sends it first. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is now what's bringing these 15K, 20, 40, up, you know, so on and so forth, people in. So you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
It's a totally different.
It's funny that you mentioned algorithm because I want to get to that. But so, yeah, with Joe, bro, long story short, he had to do his thing on the management side, learn about this stuff, like go on his journey. I'll let him talk about that whenever the time's right. But it was, again, crazy synergy because he gave me so much like motivation and belief in that we can do this. Like I've got to uphold my part of the deal and never stop.
Yeah.
Like, so it's going to be hard because we're both learning. Yeah. We're both learning. Like, it's me and him, and he's learning to be a manager, and I'm essentially, we always laugh, but I say, like, I'm the firstborn, innit? Because his roster is strong now.
Yeah.
But he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. But also that was, both of you learning on the job.
We had to, bro. You know? There was a lot of
you got to learn how to be managed as well, as much as you've got to learn how to manage.
100%, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Just and that balance, because he's one of my best friends. So he would be able to talk to me in a way that he wouldn't any one of his clients. It just wouldn't work.
Of course,
it allows me as well, who, as the type of person I am, I could always let loose on Joe because he's my brother. Like, where I tend to hold back most of the time and just blow. If I can't say nothing, I kind of just sit back until, where I've been able to be open with Joe, always like share my frustration, like, and just,
I think that's really important, man.
Yeah, it's massively important, bro, because the management side is hard, bro. It's hard. Like, it's crazy hard. Like,
that's a real
there was a lot of times I've had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of setbacks, bro. But the confidence he's always shown and the loyalty he's shown to me, like, that we've shown to each other, bro. We've just got this understanding, like, just as long as we don't stop, bro, like, we're just living a dream, really. Like, three best friends, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he manages me and Kenny, bro, and we just do our thing, bro.
It just work, bro.
You have a lot of again, like I've said, bro, it's not all harmonious. Like, you have to be on your grind.
Of course not. I think that also speaks to life, and that speaks to relationships in general, doesn't it? Like, you can't have a completely harmonious life, and you won't have a completely harmonious relationship with anyone. Conflict and resolution and all those things are a part of it. But also, I think that's part of what's made you guys, because also the fact that you guys are friends speaks to the same thing anyway. You wouldn't be friends without having had, we fell out one day, but now we're cool, and now actually you're all right, we're better. And also, we know how to handle conflict when you annoy me, and I know how to give you your space when you're looking a little tired, and all of those things add to a better relationship, I think, anyway. So
100.
It speaks to it. I think it's a really good thing that you've kind of, I'd say, had that around you, but also embraced that around you, because as a person yourself, you're also, Kenny, Joe, great, good people, but as a you, do you see what I'm saying? You're an artist that can be worked with. You're a hard-working artist. You're gonna go, you're not gonna just fall asleep on the job. You're an artist that also has contributed to the making of the music. You know what you want to hear, and Kenny delivers, but you're also about that. And so, all of those things, I think, have made you guys a very, very solid, strong team.
Yeah, carry on, bro. Like that, we had to all carry on. Like, it was. Like I said, bro, I've had to do window cleaning with with my music, bro, and that I kind of just,
that's a reality.
That's the reality.
And I want to jump into that, because
for sure, bro.
I want to jump into that. Kind of when we touch on Izzy, right? Because I think like we spoke about earlier, that sort of Clark Kent Superman thing is amazing, bro. But just quickly, talk to me about the publishing deal and where that took you, and then if you can, how that, because as far as I'm aware, somewhere in that, or just as it's kind of turning, Izzy comes about.
Well,
the same sort of couple of years. There's a couple of year period where that all kind of happened, right?
It was a crazy. I would say a crazy 4 years. That's what it's kind of been like from 2020. That was the real spin of things, like where I was just making music. Well. I was releasing music, but it was more on like SoundCloud and stuff like that. I was just active. But I was building up my music, because the idea was to be releasing single after single after single, and then it's like a rolling EP. But I was in that typical cycle of wanting to perfect everything and listen, just get it out, bro. Just get it out. like before the time passes.
For real. For real. Are you? I mean, I give you credit to a certain extent for that.
Yeah.
Because it does take something to be meticulous about your work.
Yeah.
But there is also the crossover where it's like art is art.
Yeah.
And you've got to just. It's also subscribed to the time that you're in and the day that you're in, and there is a point where you got to just let it go.
Yeah, and bro, like it's even with that type of thing. Like, I respect the artists. Not to go off on a tangent, but I respect the artists that have stuck to their craft and then got their streams and their payments and stuff from doing exactly what they want to do, what they vibe on. Because
it's difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult. Like,
and also you kind of got to go where the success is to some extent. You kind of have to. You'd be stupid not to.
Yes.
You know, I know a guy that was he was really successful, lovely, big old house in Surrey, made dance music but hated it. And he hated it because he actually liked to make pop music, but his first success came from a dance record. After that, believe you me, bought his house with dance money, but hated the fact that that's what he had to make. But look at the lifestyle. So, and I then thought, well, this is probably represents actually quite a large part of the industry now.
Bro, pretty much.
Do you know what I mean?
Listen.
So if you are lucky enough to love what
you're doing, I rate
niche genre, and you got that through over the margins, that's profitable.
And crazy.
Wonderful.
Crazy. It must be, yeah, it's crazy.
But then also, look, that's also, I spoke about it earlier, your skill set, it's enabled you to be versatile.
Yeah, and
whereas someone else wouldn't necessarily be able to do that.
Yeah, because it's like, like I said, I'm appreciative, like everything that I'm doing, like it's crazy, bro. Like we performed at Worried About Henry, Silverworks Island, for Izzy,
Glasgow.
for Izzy's show, Glasgow, bro. But it's the next day, bro, I'm up 4 a.m. cleaning windows, bro. And I was in that game because it allowed me to start early, finish early, get to the studio. That's why I got into
Makes perfect sense, bro.
And again, my older brother taught me, and I used to think, window cleaning, I used to be like embarrassed because I wanted people to believe in the dream, innit? Because, bro, I was doing stuff on the side. I was still like making a little money on the side, doing a little piece here and there, and doing window cleaning, and doing like canvassing where you're cold calling on doors, and investing every little bit of money, bro, over like 8 to 10 years into the dream, bro. Like, it's anytime I needed the mixing, the mastering, the traveling, the studio equipment, the studio bookings, everything was coming out of my pocket, bro. You know how the thing goes.
Yeah, but that's the responsibility. Do you know what I mean?
It's how much you want it, bro.
Yeah.
And it got to the point.
Funding the dream, bro. Let's be real. Someone's got to fund it.
That's it, bro. And look, I was doing music that I loved, and I know I'm sick. Like, I've made the music, and it may see the light of day one day. Like, I want it to be out there before I'm an old man, innit?
Bro,
like,
can I just say,
I'll get to that.
How many songs the world has not heard of yours that I'm like, just wait.
I know, but
bruv,
thank you.
I'm not even joking, bro. You've got tunes on your iPod, iPhone, iCloud, hidden from the world, which are bangers, bangarangers, bro.
That I love, bro. That I love.
What I'm saying? And I've always been like, really, and I appreciate you've always had you've been about your strategy. You're not one for just
had the strategy, bro, but then it changed. It changed paths, bro.
It's changed.
So I had a strategy and it changed paths, and I ended up doing really well with the drum and bass song, bro.
Yeah,
like that's what I mean.
So let's talk about Izzy. Let's get on to that. How did you meet Izzy? How did that come about?
Yeah, again, like, bro, I was in and amongst that, I had an offer for a job opportunity with a friend that in Spain. I was going to go and open these music recording studios, like, and do the bookings for the writing camps, use all my connections. A&R-ing, doing this, that, and that, right? And also, like, co-managing artists that he had on the roster. That must have taught you a lot. It did.
Because I know you've known a lot, and as you mentioned, Joe, business-wise, you've learned as you've gone, but
listen,
it's a learning curve.
Shout to Joe, shout to Beans, because two people that I've known for a long time that are top managers in their field, man. Yeah. And managing is not just managing workloads. It's
you got children at that point,
bro. It's managing emotions of the artist, expectations of the artist,
disappointments of the artist.
Disappointments of the artist. The sometimes where there's nothing going on. Like, it's hard to, like, man management as well, like, you know. So I take my hats off. It's a hard role to be good at what you know. What was we? I've forgotten what we were getting onto. Why I was getting onto that.
Onto how you kind of met Izzy.
Right, exactly. So from
the A&R stuff that you've done with the label.
Exactly. Thank you. So I was getting ready to move to Spain, and Joe rings me and he's like, bro, something's come about really random, but you've been asked if you want to tour with Izzy Cross. So I'm just like,
really random, Joe.
Bro, and it's crazy because I've told Izzy this as well, but there's been so many times where I'm driving the van, bro. I'm just, you know, with the youngsters that I picked up, we're window cleaning, you're out and about, sunny day, and it's, I remember when we went in, lonely been in my skin, good and bad enough. I'm singing Izzy's song, bro. It's on the radio, like, so it's crazy that just then he's like, you've been asked to do this tour with Izzy Cross. I'm like, on Becky Hill's tour, because Izzy was supporting Becky Hill. So I'm like, well, that's crazy. He's like, you might not be able to move to Spain, but I'm like, no, I want to do both, bro. Like, I've had enough of this window cleaning shit, bro. I've had enough, bro. I've done my fair time. Like, moved to Spain, had loads of shows booked up with Izzy. It was incredible. She brought me all around Europe, bro, all around England. And then end of the year 2024, went to New Zealand, Australia. Crazy, bro.
Crazy.
But just
crazy.
Just felt like a gift back from the universe, from how all the grind, bro. The disappointments, the hopes, the performing in front of 10 man.
I mean,
do you know what I mean, bro?
For the 10,000, do you know what I'm saying?
It's been crazy, bro. It's been
you can
crazy.
Hold 10 man, you can hold 10,000, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, all those little times in Shoreditch, in Dalston, like Camden, you know, like all these little spots, bro, where it builds you. I've seen the real life and the veins of the performing artists across the city, and I love that, bro. I love that. I've been through that, and that I can compare it and remember, because my memory, I hold stuff in my memory bank, bro. I've got, touch wood, I've got a really good memory, and I see those performances when I was doing it in 5, 7, 10 man. I remember it, bro, like it was last week.
Wow.
And I compare it to when I'm standing up. Okay, look, bro, it's not my show. Like before, everyone, you know, it's not my show, but how I perform next to Izzy, you can tell, like, I let loose, bro. I let everything out on that stage, and I'm happy to be there. I said, I know sometimes some people, you gotta act like you're not too happy to be here, bro.
Forget it.
Listen.
Forget it.
Listen.
If you know the story, forget it.
Listen.
I'm happy to be here, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I've.
But I do feel like, I feel like you do perhaps slightly undercredit yourself a little bit. Let's talk about Danny Howard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Danny Howard. Yeah, big up Danny Howard, man.
Come on.
That was crazy because this is a feature now, bruv. Oh no, so I was with Molly Collins, the song that I was dropping, and Danny Howard played it on hottest record, BBC
record.
Bro, and I was painting someone's house. In Tadworth, bro, with my boy Reese. he got us this painting job, bro. Some good money on it. So we were like, we'll go up there. Just got the scaffolding out, doing the painting and stuff, bro. And Joe rings me and he's like, bro, you've got hottest record. I'm like, what? And the videos still, bro, I'm so happy. That's the beauty of social media, because it's always going to be there. That video, that moment, that moment, it was real organic. Like, there's a lot of fake shit now online, and moments that people want to be organic, but peeking behind the curtain, everything's thought about, everything's premeditated, everything's acting, bro. Where this was organic, bro. Like, for once, because a lot of the time, bro, I don't want to have to promote and talk. With us as creatives, you don't want to have to go, listen, I've got this and that, and it's coming out. It's long. Like, we don't want to do that.
It kills so many ideas before they come out.
You just want to release the music and it does really well. That's the dream.
That's the dream.
You're just this mysterious character that you just release music, everyone loves it, and it's just undeniable. Done. And
but what a moment, man.
Yeah, bro, it was an incredible moment. So like I said, it was an organic thing that I filmed. I just said, look, I've got hottest record, and my hands are covered in white paint, and I'm like, listen, I'm a grafter. If you know, you know.
Crazy, bruv. But that also kind of, what's the word, it gives you more authenticity in the drum and bass world. Right, so you're not just
drum and bass world for sure.
Supporting Izzy now, because you've got a profile. Do you see what I mean?
Drum and bass world for sure.
Sense. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that is what I do love about the drum and bass world. Like, what I feel from the culture of it is like,
I mean, it's all love.
It's the streets in a different way, innit? It's not the road.
No,
innit?
No,
it's the streets.
No.
Like,
yeah.
You know, if you not like. You're a grafter. You're like the stereotypes of drum and bass. You're a grafter. You're you're streetwise. Shit. It's a streetwise audience.
Absolutely,
it tends to be.
I feel like they're
regardless of the background
in general.
Yeah,
and I don't necessarily mean in age. I just mean in general. It feels like a more mature crowd, drum and bass people, because you have to kind of now more so seek it out a little bit more. Don't get me wrong, there's lots of raves and lots of things that happen, events that surround it, but it's also like you've obviously expressed a taste in something that you are having to go and find. And the reason why I say that is because you don't have to go look for the latest Beyonce record, do you?
No.
That's going to be thrown out to you everywhere, left, right and centre. But if you wanted to find the latest what's hot top 10, you've got to be a bit of a researcher, a bit of a and you know, there's tools to help that, playlists and so on, but you understand what I'm saying. It's just a bit more of there's a culture there, I think,
100%,
which has somehow been preserved, because drum and bass may have been a bit more number one, like hitting more number ones 20 years ago than it is now, but also the scene is still expanded now.
But bro, the
scenes have expanded now,
bro. It's going through the wave. Like drum and bass, I feel like it hasn't gone anywhere. I was just, if you're not around it, when you step out into a different genre, and I was around people that were doing soulful rap and like a different genre, so I was around more of that. Now when I've been in the drum and bass scene, you realise how monstrous it is, bro. It's huge, bro. People really do this thing, bro. Raves, the crowds, like what I find with drum and bass, what's so sick about the drum and bass crowds, they're there for a good time, bro. They're not looking at you like,
for real.
They're already looking at you in your eye, like you connect, like, bro, I feel cool, I feel comfortable, like these lot are here to rave. They're not looking at you like, are you gonna make me move, entertain me, bro.
No,
like, and if they're like, it's not that, they're there to rave, bro. So it's a sick culture, bro. Like, just the MCs, like how I've watched these, man, because, bro, it was a new role for me to support Izzy. Like, I'm not just doing my tracks, I'm spitting bars, but I'm introducing her, I'm doing the hype bits for the crowd and shit like that, and keeping them entertained.
That's a lot of energy
bro,
you gotta have.
Yeah, bro, but it was like, what is my style? I'm an artist, innit? And this hosting, MCing thing, it's not easy, bro. Listen, two people that I've watched, lately, like, obviously, that have supported me so much since I've met them and been around it in this scene. Dread MC and Adapt, yeah, because I've watched Dread MC shell it down, control drum sheds for like Goddard, Skepsis, like control drum sheds, knows when to say what, and Adapt, bro, control it over in Australia, like for Wilkinson's show, and just cool with it, yeah. And how they just know how to say what, when to say it. But how my style was, I was watching that and I can't really do what they do, yeah. It was more, what would I do? how do I get across and feel comfortable enough where I'm an asset? Like, I feel good here. Everyone on around me, like, and I've met with Izzy and around her, you know, it's a good team. It's a good fit. And my style for it, like I've said to her in other conversations, I act like I'm her number one fan, innit? And I'm there to rave. Like, I do not care if you lot aren't raving. That's how I go about it.
For real.
So I come out, I don't think about it. I'm not looking like, oh, it's a bit of a hard crowd today. I'm regardless, because, bro, we've had a few shows, yeah, where we weren't on Becky's tour, we were on Jess Glynn's tour, yeah. And she's a bit older, like they're more my age, your age, yeah.
Mature crowd.
So yeah, but they were looking at, man, spitting my bars and that, bro. They were literally like, and I was like, when I say Izzy, you say Cross Izzy, and they're like, bro, when I'm saying I'm dancing around, jumping around, hyping them up, and they're not moving, bro. They're literally standing there, and I'm like, make some noise, and it's just quiet, bro. And you know, we laugh about it because we're like, all right, you know,
it's part of the game, I suppose.
Part of the game, because the other 20 shows, bro, they're just the proper.
The irony is, though, is like, although I appreciate that that's something you want, it's kind of it's funny in the fact that you've been paid no matter how they rave.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's a win-win for you, but obviously,
and I've
you
performed,
want a good show, you want
that's
energy.
Yeah, it's just funny to see. It
gives them a better show if everyone's raving than just like.
Bro, I again, because my appreciativeness of just being there, like, I just laugh about it after, bro.
Of course.
Because it's so funny just that these people are here looking like, who the hell is this guy? What is he doing? But yeah, it's all part of the journey,
it's
bro.
all part of it, man. Do you know what I mean? And I suppose that's also what it means to some extent to be on bigger stages as it is, because there's with bigger stages, obviously people come to see an artist, and oftentimes they get to see many. So you can, again, without having your name pop up directly underneath who you are, you're like, okay, I don't know who this is necessarily.
Yeah.
But you know, in my case, I'm like, I'm gonna see what your music's about before I make any decisions.
That's it, bro. And that's what a lot of it, where I've gained a lot of followers from being around Izzy with that, because again, it's not my show, bro, but I have to leave an impression where people think, oh no, I want to check him out though.
Yeah, bro.
And it's been amazing, like how receptive the crowds have been and how many incredible moments, like, and I've learned a lot, bro. Like, I see when one of my first shows, bro, with Izzy was at Drum Sheds, my second time meeting her, and that's in front of 12,000 people, yeah. And bro, I look at myself, I was so happy after that performance. I thought, I've killed this, bro. I was acting all cool, walking around acting cool, like, not just thinking about not being too eager, yeah. But that weren't my style, bro. So now I look at myself, how I'm running up and down the stage, bro. I'm jumping up and I'm crazy, bro. I'm crazy on the stage because I think, just let loose, bro. Let loose, bro. Like, it's a real let loose moment. Like, you've done a lot of grinding, a lot of chasing, bro. You've just leave it all out there. Anyone that's seen me, you will know, bro. In the festivals, if anyone comes across this video and you see, you know, bro, I leave it all out there. There's not a moment, even when I'm the most tired, bro, I think, nah, it's half an hour, 45-minute set. I'm absolutely it's cardio, bro.
I was gonna say, bro,
it's cardio.
Workout,
I don't stop. I don't stop. I'm going crazy, Jay. Bro. I'm sweating. I'm on it, bro.
It's mountaintop moments, though. This is it,
bro.
Do you know what I'm saying? When we spoke about what it looks like to feel like I've made it.
Yeah.
Those are the moments you would have as a kid gone, that's mountaintop moments. That's
bro.
what making it looks like.
That's it, bro.
So
like we've made it, bro. We've made it. It's not.
Everyone's too cool now. This industry's too cool, bro. That's the problem with it, really.
That's it, bro.
Is that everyone actually just wants to act like, of course I made it. That's the problem. Everyone acts like, of course I made it.
Yeah.
That time, what else did you think? And it's like, no, yeah, cool, but aren't you happy to be here?
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean? First of all, there is a bit of luck involved. We know that.
100. It's all mixed. It's all mixed. It's luck. It's hard work. It's all talent.
Of that. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all of it, bro.
Just enjoy it when you get there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So you have done so obviously Izzy's come about, the A&R stuff has come about, similar sort of time really. You've done a big tour and kind of, off the back of that, I don't want to say off the back of that, but in the middle of that, or more so as that is also happening, you've essentially become a family.
Yeah, exactly.
And so now, as a dad, how are you finding life and the balance of working as hard as you do, obviously, doing some bits with Windows now and again.
Yeah.
Touring wherever you've got to go next.
Yeah.
But simultaneously having to hold it down at home.
Yeah.
How are you coping? How's that going?
Yeah. It's I think before, where everyone tells you, I've had a lot of people tell me before, once you have your kid, you're going to have to stop a lot of stuff that you love doing. Yeah. And I kind of always had that expectation in my head, but it's kind of like what we were saying. Why should it? What? Because you have. Like, no, bro. Let me rearrange some things.
Yeah.
No, I do. It's my life, and I'm doing it how I need to do it. Then, so I'm gonna have enough time to do all of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So.
Absolutely.
And I think I expected it to be so hard. This is what I do with everything in life. There was a point in life I didn't think how I do now, and over expect how hard something is going to be, or how strenuous. I always over anticipation for how hard something's going to be. So when you are going through it, you quickly recalibrate and think, okay, it's not as hard as I expected it was going to be. And from there, my mental strength, it all becomes so much easier. I do that with work, with anything I've done. Yeah, so it feels the same with this. I expected, you're going to lose sleep. You're going to you're not going to be able to go to the studio. You're not going to have time with your partner. You're not going to, all these things, bro. But I was like, nah. I get up ridiculously early. I'm a light sleeper, and I can get to sleep easily. So that was a routine I've been doing before my child was here. But change their nappy, and just have that, like I said, because now the shows have just come around at this age, bro. My partner's so supportive and understanding, because we've been together from when we were young, and we were friends prior to that, because our mums met, and that's why we're together. And she knows how long this journey's been for me, bro.
Yeah.
She knows how fucking long this journey's been.
Yeah, bro.
And what I've had to do, and been by my side, mate. Bro, there's been times where I was applying for X Factor, bro.
Mad.
X Factor 2009.
Mad.
And it was like waiting outside for 8, 9, 10 hours, and then getting through. Like, you go into this little silly booth, bro. She was waiting outside for me.
Bless her, man.
been there.
Yeah.
Been there.
Ride or die,
through
bro.
the grind, bro. But knew that man had the talent, innit?
For real.
Yeah, because it wasn't one of those.
Bro.
No, it wasn't them awkward things where you think,
crazy,
baby, like you gotta. I don't know this. Yeah, it's not really working.
This is not gonna.
It used to always be close calls. Like I used to get always like good news. Like it's what I mean about the ups and downs. You get really good news with something like.
Yeah.
And then the next minute, there's been a setback, bro.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I hold that same reservation. I don't really celebrate till it's in my hand.
You learn now.
Do you know what I'm saying? And
because
some
I
people
used
think
to.
I'm a bit pessimistic. And
I'm
like, I'm just real.
No point, bro.
I'm tired of having my hopes.
That's it. No,
denied.
that's it. Done it too many times,
that's
bro.
That's a frustration. So
too many times, bro.
Protection.
There's been too many times. Me and Joe both been gassed, both been excited, like where we're like, oh my god, this is gonna come out and we're gonna do this and we're gonna have this, bro, and then it doesn't go that way, and then you're like, oh, and
disappointment is a hard
disappointment
one.
and going again, where now if something is said that could be good, this track's gonna come out with this person. Is it?
We'll see.
Sick, man.
Yeah. It's good news to hear.
Nice, man. Nice.
But, yeah.
And bro, 6 weeks later, has anything else happened, materialised on it? No. But we're still in talks. Cool. Then it comes out and you're like, oh, it actually happened.
Wicked.
Next one, oh, this person wants to work with you. Sick, man.
Wicked.
Cool. Until it happens.
Wicked.
Because there's been so many times where you're like, oh my god.
Yeah,
and it doesn't happen, and you bro, and you're telling everyone, and then shit don't happen, and you're like,
because then it's also sensitive. People are like, oh, what happened with
bro, what happened with, and you're like, bro, with Spain, like bro, like I said, I went full time where I'm really doing this thing, bro. I was living in Marbella, bro, like in a lovely flat, bro. Chilling, like going back and forth to different offices, different meetings and studios and artists and writing camps, and then coming back to London and Berlin and Estonia, bro, and all that, and stuff didn't materialize. Stuff, for whatever reason, it didn't work out, and along with having a little one on the way, it was best to come back, and also in Spain, bro, you realise how the scene is popping here. Yeah. You realise, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
I get that, actually. I understand
bro.
That.
For when you're doing the beach, the pool parties and stuff like that, and you're doing little shows and stuff, cool.
Yeah, culture comes out. But
but in terms of the culture where the writing camps are and like the cool... The scene is London is popping, bro.
I hear you.
It's popping.
Yeah, it's because it's like also because London is thriving with talent, and I'm not to say places out like other places in the world aren't, but there is obviously London's in terms of compact with talent.
Bro.
Education institutions all over the place teaching people music left, right, and centre.
Exactly.
Open mic nights everywhere. Do you know what I'm saying?
Every day.
This culture is very vibrant.
Every day, bro.
And there would be
there's a studio everywhere, bro.
Yeah, literally.
Literally studio everywhere, bro. in a little industrial estate. Like,
I mean, it's probably our climate. We're not outdoor people here, so everyone's like, let's get indoors. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Spain has got to be culturally very different to be like, I'm going to go out.
It's true.
Right.
It's
you know
true.
What I'm saying? You just don't want to. You just want to siesta and chill. You know what I mean?
No, exactly.
Not to say business couldn't be done there, but again, that. But what I would say though, similar to my career, is that there are lots of things that I would argue didn't necessarily work out, but equally some of those things that didn't work out gave me some of my biggest career highlights.
Yeah.
In that it was amazing whilst it lasted, if that makes sense. Yeah. And I take away from that because it's like we spoke about earlier, the younger version of me would have gone, bro, you never even thought you would have done that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Although no, it's not going to be your everyday now forever.
Yeah.
You still experienced it.
Yeah.
And it was like, and also there's some value in experiencing it because although yes, there is a high life there, you also know there's still a life there.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's still like, it's not red carpet every day. You got to work hard.
Yes,
do you know what I'm saying? You got to make a lot of phone calls. You got to get a lot of rejections. A lot of, do you know what I mean? It's not easy.
Listen, bro.
So there's a reality check to that as well, which I think was important that both of us went through and learned.
Exactly. That's why it's, we've got a very similar story, bro. And it's crazy from the moment that we've met and that we're on that level to be sat here today, like, bro, cool,
I'm
bro.
Glad
like,
we are, man.
Crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Let's just, I want to just kind of wrap up with you, but I would like, if possible, for you to just like, if anything, is there anything that you would say helps you stay stable, helps your mental health? And I say that in two senses: the things you've had to suffer to be here, the disappointments, the thing, because there must have been days where you're like, I just don't want to do this anymore. And so staying on track is one of those things, and how you've managed to do that, and also how you managed to now sustain, I suppose, happiness with everything that you got going on and the responsibilities that you have.
Bro, it's I think for me, I've said so many times, I don't really know how to put it across other than saying it how I'm going to say it, but I drove myself past the point of I just drove myself into a place where I thought, like I said, I'll never stop. That's just how it was for me. Like, I realised there's no point. There were so many times getting up to do window cleaning, freezing cold, bro. Like, it is mid-January, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, icy bucket of water, freezing cold ladder, slippery floor, gotta be quiet, it's dark, and you've got to do it, bro. You gotta do it. And I remember I used to be sometimes really in like a bad mood and just be sitting there like bunning the zoot in the thing and just wasting time thinking I can't be bothered to get out of the van. Obviously I was young, I just wanted to get back to the studio, I didn't want to have to do this. Where once I just realised and matured, don't stop. I don't moan about anything. There's no point. No one is going to save you. No one is going to be able to help you physically or mentally to the point that you need to be to get on the path that you need. Yeah. So it was just a thing of, okay, I'm never going to stop. I'm not going to moan about window cleaning. Like, I'll do that. And the moment I become happy in that, you know, where I'm having a laugh with my colleagues and doing everything to a high standard and actually I don't miss anything. I'm good with customers. Like, it's very similar to what they say. Like, you have a clean room at home and your life will be in order as well. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if you don't, there's a lot of... It's...
I think enjoying your work and as you've described, putting everything into it is important.
Majorly important.
Whether you love your day-to-day or not, the fact that you've shown up and gone, I'm going to try and make the most of today and be the best me I can on the job I'm doing.
100%.
That speaks volumes.
And the fact that, because like I said, I'm able to control my hours, bro. I get up as early as I can. Like, so sometimes I'm up by 3:30, 4 a.m. I start by 4:45, depending on where I'm needing to go. If I'm up central and doing all commercial work, it allows me to start at 4:30 in the morning, finish by 8, 9, 10, 11 the latest.
Crazy.
Where I'm like, I come back, chill with my little one, chill with my partner, go to the gym, get to bed as well. I don't even really get to bed early, bro. But anyway, going off on the gym. Good for massive help. Like, I'm not massive, bro. Like, I'm not, but just to keep in shape to feel good, bro. I'm around Izzy and them, like, they're all 25, bro.
For real. Plus you said you've got to run about the whole set,
I'm running
bruv.
about the set, but I can't be looking all out of shape mid-30s, where everyone's looking like, why is he up there? I got to be looking where they're like, he holds it down. I'm down for a rave. I'm down. I can move about, bro. Like, 100%. I keep fit. I love my football and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, gym, getting a job that you know is gonna serve you to support your dream. So like I said, window cleaning, it worked for me, bro. You can earn good dough, start early, finish early, get to the studio, chill with the family. Like, I'm not on a 9-to-5 thing. I can't stand that world.
No.
I've been in it.
Yeah.
I've been in that filling up the train on the way up to London. And coming out of the train, and then when you're leaving the office, going back, looking at the long line out of the Nah, not for me, bro. Not for me, my bro.
No.
I'm in and amongst the city at 4 o'clock in the morning, bro.
Mad.
Burning my zoot, sipping on my coffee, bro.
Just
before everything's open. Boom, I'm looking at the sun coming up across the Tower Bridge. I'm cruising about, bro.
Nice.
I come back, I sit in my little spot, I have a little smoke, bro.
Come on.
I get back to the family, bro.
Seems balanced, bro.
Like, bro, I went, like, this morning, bro. I've been up Central. I've been everywhere, bro. This morning.
Before even getting here, bro. You did a whole day.
And I've done my day, bro, in, like what we said about the Clark Kent Superman thing.
Yes, bro.
I've done that.
Yes.
And then come on, I've whack on the chain and whack on the nice little, chill doing the podcast, bro.
My brother.
No, thank you so much, bro. I really enjoyed this, man.
I appreciate having you, man. Your insight is incredible.
Bro, we could have talked.
I know. And we probably will again, by the way,
when the time's right.
You know what I'm saying? We got more to discuss, but I appreciate your time. Thank you for coming through, bro.
Thank you, my brother. Love.